Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everyone? 3 hours? Oh, sorry for the feedback. Sorry for the feedback. Okay, we should be good now. Sorry for the echo, I mean. How's everyone doing, man? 3 hours. 3 hours of AEW. Um, let's see. What's up? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Jay? Dweezy? Apollo? Just to everyone. How's it going, guys? Too many of you to name, but I appreciate all you guys being here. And Power says, can't believe I'm going to say this, but I want this set up with 3 hours every week. Um, I will get into that. But right off the bat, I will say I disagree, but as a one-off, it was great. But I'll go deeper into that right now. But I'm glad that everybody enjoyed it. Oz and Glorious, thanks, man. Right away, you're the man, Oz, with the super chat already. Free pay-per-view on TV tonight. Let TK cook. Julia Hart for life, bro. He says. You know what? Um, in situations where Julia is put in, in matches where she has like an opponent who can like I guess lead the way, then yeah, I have no problem with Julia. I mean, she certainly has improved her in-ring skill. Yo, what's up, Kevin? What's up? What's up? Shibata versus Osprey next week. Yeah, we there's a lot to get into, guys. Okada versus Eddie Kingston, Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland. Um, you only had one problem tonight, and that was Tony Storm getting pinned. I mean, it is like a weird wrestling trope, right? It's a weird WWE trope, but um, I really didn't mind it because it set up a new challenger, and it still keeps Deanna in the loop. I'm glad that Deanna hasn't gotten lost in the shuffle yet. I really do think that Tony Khan hiring um, Jennifer Pepperman has immensely helped um, keep a lot of the women in the loop without them getting lost in the shuffle. Like the fact that we have this story from the Rampage main events crossing over already with Mercedes, debut, and then we have the women's world title scene. Like it's all coming together really well, in my opinion. Oz and Glorious with the rarest super chat here. Talking. Well, I say rarest because he's talking about someone. He said something nice about a wrestler he never says anything nice about. Shout out to Oz. Another super chat. He says, "I even enjoyed Daniel Garcia tonight. No lie. That's how you know tonight's episode was truly, truly one of the very best." Is it me, guys, or like, even Rampage? I didn't think it was like perfect, but it was good. I thought Dynamite was near perfect, though. Honestly. Even Apollo says that's crazy. Oh, okay, Empower. I agree with your opinion then. I do think Rampage going live would fix a lot of the issues I have with it. Um, but yeah, man, there was a lot of like a lot of a lot of positives tonight. I guess we should start just in order, right? Should we start in order? Mercedes Monet opened the show for the second week in a row, and I thought that was a pretty huge statement from Tony Khan to say, you know what, like, um, she's like one of the biggest stars, not just in the women's division, but in the whole company. So we're gonna let her open the show again, the second week in a row, the week after she debuts, and I thought it was the right decision. I knew that she was gonna get interrupted. I'm not gonna lie. I thought someone would be returning, like either Jamie Hayter or Britt Baker, but no, I I set up those expectations on my own. They basically teased this this segment at the end of last week's Dynamite. So yeah, I should have known. So, but no, I thought it was pretty good. Um, let's see, what does Oz say? Was that juice in the background behind Jay White? Yes, I think it was. Yo, browsing, what's up? Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're getting a stream tonight, late night stream. I just wanted to wait for Rampage to be over, that way we can talk about the whole show. But yeah, man, the I forgot to mention that this was a sold out Dynamite. That building was packed. Like Toronto was not messing around, guys. Like they came out, they showed out. Um and it was I love all the crowd shots they get, because you know what, this is something that I think AEW never took advantage of, and Mike Mansuri, who's their they're basically their camera guy and everything, um not their camera guy, they're like the main guy, he's in charge of production in the back. um what AEW never used to do was, when they had a sold out building, they would never show it off, bro. Like they would never have these wide um crowd shots, And it would annoy me. I'd be like, show off the crowd, bro. Like get those wide shots and show off that you're selling out these buildings. Like in 2021, when the company was white hot, uh they didn't really, they didn't really get like good shots of the crowd, and I'd be like, man, if they put me in charge of production, I would be filming the crowd in so many different ways. But Mike Mansuri, he got a lot of he's been getting a lot of great shots. He did it for Revolution with the super packed house. He did it last week at Big Business, and then he did it this week with the sold out crowd in Toronto. Steven says that unironically, AEW has been beating out AEW in the ratings in Canada. That is insane, man. But yeah, like so, I really wanted to make that a point, that they really showed off the crowd tonight, and that made me happy. It's a minimal thing, don't get me wrong, but for anyone who is tuning in for the first time, they'd be like, man, that's a great crowd, like so yeah, it just feels like a bigger deal. AEW feels like a bigger deal when they show off like the whole crowd, and of course, today was the day to do it because it was a sold out crowd. And I don't want to curse it, guys. I've been avoiding saying um, AEW is um, I'm not gonna finish the phrase. A um, AEW is blank. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna curse it, but um, I feel like the momentum is certainly there. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, Apollo. I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna curse it. I'm not gonna say it. But I really do feel like the momentum is building. Like I was watching tonight's episode, and I was like, there are so many people on this show right now. AEW is the opposite of gone. Yeah, basically. I'll never actually say the three words ever again, guys. Don't worry. But no, I'm not gonna say it, guys. I'm just gonna curse it. But I was watching the show tonight, and I was like, there are so many people on this show who feel important and who the crowd are going crazy for, like Mercedes, Okada, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, um, even Tony Storm. Who else? I know I'm forgetting a lot of people. Obviously, they were just littered throughout the whole show. Like so. Okay. Austin Glorious, thanks again, man. Sting passed the torch to Osprey. If Tarantino created wrestler, I imagine it'd be Will. P.S. Please announce streams earlier on so folks don't miss them. Oz, thank you, man. I do want to do that. Um, what I need is a capture card though, and I will invest in that very very soon, so I can actually schedule streams and that they don't just start out of nowhere. So that's I guess a scoop that I'm giving you guys. I just need a what's it called? Invest in a capture card for sure. So bear with me, guys, but I appreciate you guys still coming through and everything. Like this is a late stream and there's a lot of people here. Thanks, guys. But yeah, Shibata got a huge pop on the episode of Rampage. That was good to see, man. I love Shibata. He's one of my goats for sure. Um, let's see. So yeah, Mercedes when I opened the show, she cut a promo. The promo wasn't as good as last week's, but it didn't need to be. She slipped up a few times, but I think that's okay. She hasn't done this in a while, so that's all right. I think the promo did what it needed to do. Um, and then Sky Blue and Julia Hart try to attack her. Chris Statlander and Willow come out to make the save, and yeah, I thought this was a pretty good way to open the show because we got something that we haven't gotten before with AEW. Well, one, I don't think the women have ever opened up the show, have they? Is this a first time ever, guys? Can someone look that up? Someone who has a better memory than me. But that's not even what I was talking about. One thing that we've never gotten in AEW before is a women's story progressing through an episode. And what I mean by that is usually the segment is one and done. Like the women get their segment and then like we don't see them again that same episode. But this episode we cut to the back and we see Chris Statlander, Willow and Stokely, they have their little backstage segment and then Mercedes steps into the frame. She introduces herself to Chris formally and then she tells Willow, "You've done enough," and then basically teasing like there's still tension because of the whole injury thing from last year. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but that has never happened before in AEW history, where the same women appear on the same episode more than once. I thought this was a huge deal, and it's definitely progress, and it's definitely the Mercedes Moné effect. I thought that was a great segment too, the backstage segment where Mercedes uh met up with Willow and Chris, and then Stokely, of course, he's a fool, bro. He's funny. Drew, thanks, my man, for the super chat. Tranq essay on Okada's perfect AEW booking so far, dude. I might have to, man. I might have to, but I wanna hold off. I wanna hold off because I know he's about to go on a generational run. So, yeah. Um, yeah, true. Last week Mercedes did did do that, but I feel like this week they expanded on it because it actually like they told a more, how do I say it, like it was more for storyline progression, and last week it was more so just to keep, I guess, Mercedes like I how do you even say it, and to keep her just throughout the episode, but it's for sure a huge change, a huge change. Oz and Glorious, thanks again, my friend. TK took that Booker of the Year snub very personal. Yup. He lost last year to Triple H, and he said never again. I'm never going to lose Booker of the Year again. Honestly, guys, I've been watching as much New Japan as I can. I've been watching a little bit of CMLL. Um, of course, I keep up with WWE through like clips, but that's it. I don't actually watch it. I don't think anybody is doing it like AEW right now. Nobody. And I know it's easy. People will be like, "Of course you're gonna say that. You're an AEW guy." Do you guys remember how how annoyed I was last year in 2023? I'm sure you guys remember how annoyed I was because the product was so inconsistent. I was like, Tony Khan, like take a break, bro, and reset at 2024. So yeah. So yeah, the women's segments were like very huge uh, upgrades compared to what we usually get. And then so we followed up the Mercedes Moné opening segment with Kazuchika Okada versus Eddie Kingston, which is just a crazy two segments in a row. Okada. So like there was a before the match there was that backstage segment with the Bucks and Okada, and these guys are killing it as the new elite, bro. Like this is what the Young Bucks needed, man, and this is the best way to introduce Okada to an American audience. The way they were telling Alex Marvez to download Duolingo and learn Japanese, that was pretty good heel work. It was just funny. It was it was hilarious. And then yeah, Okada showed up in a Ferrari, which was like goated. Of course, he's the goat. And the actual match itself was pretty good. I actually think they have a better match in them. Like I don't think they went all out, and they didn't really need to. I mean, it was a TV match, but um, the match was still good. And of course, I got the result that I wanted. Kazuchika Okada is now the AEW Continental Champion. Isn't that isn't that crazy, guys? His first singles match in the company. Is it 3 weeks after debuting? No, 2 weeks after debuting, isn't it? 2 weeks after debuting, he now holds a title. And then Pac comes out after the match and they have a stare down. So we this roster is ridiculous. Okada versus Pac is apparently the pay-per-view match. I don't even know what is Tony Khan what is Tony Khan on, guys? What is he? What is he on? Tony Khan is already fumbling Okada. Took him 2 weeks to get a title. Oz and Glory says MJF Theater not missed. I'm afraid 2023 was all him. Um, yeah, I don't miss his like over the top WWE style segments. I miss the 2021 MJF, the 2020 MJF, even the 2019 MJF when he was like still relatively new to TV. I don't know. I think I agree with the people who say he wasn't ready to have that much control. Like Tony Khan was crazy to give such a young wrestler so much control. But I hope when MJF comes back that hold on. Okay. I hope when MJF comes back that someone like just tells him, "Yo, dial it down, bro. Like here's what we're gonna do. We're AEW. We're not gonna have none of that nonsense." I mean, some of the Adam Cole MJF stuff was good. Don't get me wrong. Some of it was good. I don't think it was all entirely trash, but they went off the deep end. They jumped the shark at some point. At some point, it jumped the shark. But Okada and Pac at Dynasty, which yeah, Dynasty already has a good amount of tickets sold, and it's heading for a sellout, which would be what though? One, two, three, four. If Dynasty sells out, which it seems like it would be the fourth pay per view in a row they sell out, and I think that would be the first time ever in AEW history where that happens, where four pay per views in a row would sell out, which is crazy because that includes shows from 2023 where the product was very inconsistent. But AEW is on fire to start the year, for sure. Who cares about graphs and ratings and all that? Like, obviously, them selling out the show is good, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter to me. What matters is that the show is good. That's the most important part. Like, what do I care about more? That the show was good or that the crowd was sold out today? To me, the more important part was that the show was phenomenal. And then we had Jericho versus Hook. Do you guys really want to know my opinion on this? It actually wasn't that bad, but I'm still tired of Jericho, and the fact that they're continuing this next week. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. I think Hook looked great in this match. Jericho, please go away for a few months, please. But yeah, Hook basically did the Suplex City gimmick, but it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It it blew my expectations out of the water. So I'll give him that. But yeah, I think Hook dropped Jericho on his head a few times, didn't he? That was crazy. Steven says, I personally enjoy Raw way more than the BS from a few years ago, and yet the ratings are lower than that time period. Yeah, you see, you know, a lot of people say the show's better now, but the ratings aren't. So yeah, who cares? If you're enjoying the show, that's all that matters, bro. Like like I said, the most important thing about tonight's show wasn't that it was sold out. It was that it was a good show. That's the most important part. And so long as they continue, like I said, I don't care about attendance or anything. But if they continue with this quality, then maybe then they'll keep up their momentum with attendance. But like I said, that doesn't matter to me as a viewer. What matters is quality. But yeah, Jericho versus Hook, it is what it is. I don't want to waste too much time on that. It was better than I expected, and I'll say that. You know what? I did want to mention that on my last stream, some people left some really like um some comments that offended me. Not personally. They just had like really like like um stinky wrestling opinions. And I'll not in the chat, but like when a stream is uploaded and you can watch it on delay, someone left a really a really so basically what they said was that Julia Hart is more valuable than Konosuke Takeshita. And no offense to Julia Hart, she has improved immensely, but I was like, you don't actually mean that. That was a wild comment, and I was like, that's horrible. So yeah, I don't know, man. Takeshita is world championship caliber, and I'm glad that they're getting him back in prominent spots, which we'll talk about right now. But Adam Cole is doing. No, that person was not joking. Actually, they're being serious. Sadly, but Adam Cole doing the story time promos actually, I think, has helped me get back into Adam Cole more. I mean, the problem with Adam Cole is he's injured, right? And keeping him on TV while injured has kind of just made it weird because he can't really do much besides cut promos. But I think these promos are way better than him just cutting promos in while he's in a wheelchair recovering. But I guess the more important part was the content of the promo, where he mentioned Wardlow, and he basically just told Wardlow that his new duty is to protect um, Taven and Bennett from losing their ROH tag titles. So I really don't know what that means. We'll see where it leads. I don't know what they're gonna do with Wardlow now. Like I said, Wardlow is in a very very weird spot, man. The King says I don't usually watch AEW, but this show. Sorry, I lost the I lost the message. But man, I really enjoyed the show, says the King. That's what's up, man. Most of the shows in 2024 have been this great, if you ask me. Yeah, Adam Cole did say my title before, um, before correcting himself. I thought that was a nice little detail. We gotta talk about that Will Ospreay promo, guys. What have we been saying? What have we all been saying? That Billy Goat is the face of the next face of AEW. What have we been saying, guys? Billy Goat is him. He's the one. He's the chosen one. he it blows my mind how over he is already. Like I said it already, but he has not like been on AEW TV that much, but he is already like the person with the most fanfare right now. It's crazy. Well, yeah, I don't think it's a question, but I was gonna say even more than Swerve, but Swerve still has his momentum too. which leads me to believe that that will be the all-in main event, and it's gonna be a banger. Two of the two biggest baby faces in AEW right now. Hold on, y'all. Give me a sec. I need to drink some water. But yeah, Will Ospreay, Will Ospreay, dude. His promos are unbelievable. Like he has insane charisma, great comedic timing. He has obviously believability. He he's witty as well. Like he comes up with great things on the spot. The way the crowd chants bruv now, like what? This guy, he's the one, bro. He's the one. What do you guys think? Like Osprey, I think he is. I legit think he's their biggest babyface since 2021 Hangman Adam Page. Legit. People are gonna say like I don't know, I don't know, people would say MJF, but I don't know. MJF cuz MJF divided the online community, and I know that that doesn't really matter, but Will Ospreay is beloved by both the crowds and the online community. He's a he's a star, bro. I really don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I'm glad that WWE didn't offer him anything because because now he's in AEW. He is where he belongs. And I like how he said in his promo, he said that he what did he say? What were his exact words? That he wants to, elevate AEW, that he believes in AEW. The bruv chant at Wembley, that'd be insane, man. And the the crazy part is that we got Osprey versus Shibata next Wednesday on Dynamite. Like, bro, what is this booking? This is insane on weekly TV. like like Tony Khan is really, really like he took that loss personally to Triple H for last year. Osprey versus Shibata, the rematch. Jeez, bro. Kevin asks, do you think AEW can tell another story similar to Omega Page if they wanted to? Yeah, 100%. I think Darby chasing the world title can be just as big. I actually wanted to make a video on that. Maybe I will. I think Darby going after the world title with him eventually winning with Sting's help can be a huge moment. But yeah, it's got to take time. That type of stuff has to be organic too. But we gotta see. We gotta wait and see. But yeah, man, we're getting Shibata. I'm glad that he's getting like proper time now. Now that he's got his visa issues fixed. I don't know what is next for Kingston, but because I assume he's also gonna drop the ROH World Title to Mark Briscoe, right? So after that, we will see. But Eddie Kingston needs to be in the mix though for in the with the top guys because that's where Eddie Kingston belongs. I don't care what anyone says. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo versus Tony Storm and Mariah May in a tag team match. and it ended with Thunder Rosa getting the pin on the champion, which I assume means at Dynasty it's going to be Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm, which I think is a good way to go because um, before Thunder Rosa dropped her world title due to injury in 2022, was it? Um, there was the whole Thunderstorm tag team and how they wrestled each other a few times as well when Thunder Rosa was champion. So I hope they touch on that too. Kind of like how they touched on Deanna and Tony Storm having a long history. Eddie is AEW's Mick Foley. Yeah, I like that comparison. I mean, I think it's kind of cool that Eddie Kingston will go down as most likely the only Triple Crown champion in AEW history. I think that's a nice accolade for him. And the first winner of the C2. Yeah, without the comedy, cuz I need Tony Storm to have a good match frankly with this gimmick, cuz it's been kind of all misses. Like she has like it's been it's been disappointing when it comes to her to her actual pay-per-view title matches. But I like this match for the pay-per-view if it's Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm, which I think it pretty obviously is. But yeah, like I said, like I was mentioning earlier, Jennifer Pepperman being hired by Tony Khan, I think has really helped, man. I don't know, cause I know she only just got hired, like what, almost a month ago. But if she's already writing for AEW, then she has helped the company immensely. Britt, Jamie Hayter come back at Dynasty. I do think they will have a big return at Dynasty for sure, whether it's Britt Baker or Jamie Hayter. We had Swerve basically beating the Butcher. I think Swerve should have just straight up squashed him, like literally in seconds. But like it's okay. That's just I'm nitpicking here. That's not a valid complaint. I'm just like I said nitpicking. But then Samoa Joe comes out. Obviously, the match is Joe and Swerve at the pay per view, where I assume Swerve is finally going to get his crowning moment because he deserves it. But then Don Callis just invites himself, and the whole building boos him out of the building. And he brings up that Takeshita is undefeated, which is not true because he lost to Will Ospreay. I guess he was just lying. So he basically said Takeshita. He told Swerve to take on Takeshita to see who challenges Samoa Joe. So I actually like this. I know people are gonna be like Takeshita can't be losing, but like dude, look at how many times Swerve lost before he finally got to where he is. Like it's gonna be okay, man. So long, it's gonna be okay. Let me reiterate, it's gonna be okay so long as Tony Khan books him all. Undefeated outside of the Don Callis family. Okay, thanks for correcting me, guys. That's a great point then. That's just that basically just means he's undefeated, but not really. But it's okay because he's a heel. Like I get it. It's fine. But But yeah, like I said, Takeshita will be fine. It doesn't matter if he loses. He'll be fine so long as they have a plan for him, and they should have a plan for him. I think he was the most wasted talent compared to his actual skill in 2023 in AEW. I feel like he was the most wasted. But I feel like they're trying to do right by him this year, so at least he's being used in prominent spots for sure. So yeah, Swerve versus Takeshita and Osprey versus Shibata next Wednesday on Dynamite, dude. Insane. Let's see. Let's see. What are y'all saying? The most wasted right now is LFI. Well, they can't be wasted because Roosh is injured. I think Roosh was being used pretty well, like since he came back to Collision with the after the really cool video packages they were doing, where he was like in the cartel. Yeah, so I wouldn't count LFI right now. Like Roosh is injured. Ricky Starks most wasted, maybe. I guess it depends on what you value. Because like I said, Ricky Starks is great. I'm still a fan of his. I just don't know if he is truly. I don't know if I would consider him being wasted. I mean, he took time off after losing the title, right? But he'll be back for the tournament. Have I been here? Roosh will be back. It's okay. Roosh will be back. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. This was really good. I like the spot where they were fighting each other in the hockey jerseys. But yeah, man, like Sting really rose the bar for for these older wrestlers to do crazy things, and Adam Copeland has just completely. Um, I think he's had a pretty good run in AEW, but now that this story is over, I can't wait to see what he does next. Cause yeah, he's been feuding with Christian since October, which feels like a long time ago now. That was a whole different AEW back then, and that was only a few months ago. That was a whole different AEW. But yeah, man, I want to see Adam Copeland. I know he's TNT champion now, which I think is pretty cool. But I want to see him wrestle some of the some of the big names, and I'm sure he will. But of course, they're also gonna do the yo, what's up here? They also got to do eventually the reunion with Christian for the tag team run. How about no, Steven the Dude? Yeah, Ricky Starks did have a great 2023. I won't deny that. A really, really great 2023. It was his best year so far. But I think I don't know, man. People say he'll be used better in WWE. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think he'd be world champion in WWE. Um, they've sang they've sang Adam Copeland's song before. What show was it? Was it called Clash at the Castle? The one that happened in where did that one happen? Wales, I think. The one where they buried Drew McIntyre, where he sang after losing. But yeah, I think the Adam Copeland Christian Cage rivalry, it was it was uh it was good. I just think it was like starting to overstay its welcome, but it still wasn't. It was still inoffensive. You know what I mean? I was just kind of like, okay, finish it now, or it'll truly overstay its welcome. But I'm glad it ended. It ended with a great match here in Toronto, and yeah, man, it was just they went all out. They showed out. So yeah, Rampage was pretty good in its own right. The Bullet Club Gold promo, I thought it was pretty funny. Juice Robinson, people are saying was in the background. I think I did see him too. So I hope Juice is close to returning. The Acclaimed promo was I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like I think I think it was mostly good, but for whatever reason, it took a bit for the crowd to really get into it. But I think in the end, um, yeah, I think it ended up being pretty good in the end. Like I said, I think it was just the crowd taking a while to get into it. But they're finally gonna merge the trios titles finally. But I don't know if they do it at Super Card of Honor or because that's only in a couple of weeks. I don't think they will. I think they would have already announced it, right? So they'll probably do it at Dynasty, which they should. I think it'll happen at Dynasty. Shibata had a squash match where he got a crazy pop. It was pretty cool. He had people chanting his name. Like I'm so glad that AEW exists, guys, because wrestlers like this, wrestlers from Japan can come over and have their previous work respected without without people crying about, oh, who is this, or where's the video package, even though AEW does do video packages. I forgot to mention that Okada also got a great reaction. Like all these guys from New Japan get great reactions in AEW. And keep in mind, this was a big crowd, so the big crowd legit popped for the people that supposedly um, Fed fans say nobody knows about. So yeah, thank goodness for AEW. I forgot to mention Orange Cassidy and Trent beat the Don Callis family in the tag title tournament. I forgot because I'm kind of just I think Orange Cassidy needs something new, just in general. I don't know what that is, but he needs to do something new. Takeshita and Rocky Romero was really good, and of course, Takeshita is just incredible. He's having a great start to the year, I might say. And next week we get him and Swerve in one-on-one action. So, and then the main event, Julia and Sky versus Chris and Willow in the annual women's tag team street fight that we tend to get in the Rampage main events. Like these matches never miss. Like, um, it's the type of matches where the women just like want to show that they can do like death match wrestling too, and to me that's like that's why AEW is awesome, man. Like you don't get this anywhere else, dude. Like the thumbtacks, the table spots, the code blue on the announcer's table that Sky hit on Willow, that was gnarly, dude. Like I'm surprised it didn't break because like they hit the table with so much momentum, but I think the fact that it didn't break, it made it look like even more brutal. So that was pretty cool. And then the bump that Sky took through the tables, Chris Statlander on the thumbtacks. It was it was everything you expected. And it's so funny to think that Mercedes Monet was sitting in the back watching this match because she said she was gonna keep an eye on it. So, do you guys think Mercedes Moné will have a match like this one day in AEW? I mean, it's inevitable, right? Like, she's gonna want to prove a point, to prove that she can do any style, kind of like Kenny Omega, in AEW. Um, when he did all those hardcore matches to prove a point that he could wrestle any style. Remember when WWE complained about AEW's women bleeding? Says Kevin. Yes. Yep. Did you guys see what Danielson said too? That when he was in WWE, a lot of the people backstage said that that's not what women's wrestling should be. And I'm like, shut up, WWE. What do you guys know about women's wrestling? You guys are the ones who set it back decades with all that like garbage that they did in the 90s and early 2000s. Shout out to Joshi Wrestling and TNA for treating women's wrestling seriously in the early 2000s when WWE was treating it like a joke. But yeah, man, it was a great main event. Um, and yeah, I wonder then, do you guys think Mercedes Moné is gonna go after the TBS title? Cause I didn't expect that. Shinku, what's up? Doing good. How about you? Kenny Omega is the GOAT, says Empower. He adapts to any style. I agree. But yeah, just great, great 3 hours of wrestling. So I wanted to say, guys, that I would not want this on a weekly basis. There were some people saying AEW needs to go to 3 hours every Wednesday. No, no, it would not. It would not benefit the product in the long run. Like I don't mind it like once a year, twice a year at most, maybe. Um, or even like quarterly. I know why they did it though, because of the, like getting preempted and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's not something that I would want weekly. It would it would actually drag down the product. I mean, I don't know how people can ask for 3 hours of AEW every week when we literally have an example in Raw, Monday Night Raw, that it doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys. And I'm not like talking to you guys, but I did see a good amount of people saying, "Oh, AEW needs to do this every week." Like, please, no. 2 hours is perfect because 2 hours they fly by and it leaves you wanting more. And I think that's great for the audience. 3 hours is overkill and it burns out the crowd. So yeah, I cannot event. I couldn't invest 3 hours every Wednesday. That'd be way too much, guys. Plus a live stream. Imagine like every that'd be way too many hours in my day. So yeah, but like I said, I don't mind it on rare occasions like today. And I'm glad that Tony Khan took advantage too. Like he pretty much stacked, all 3 hours. Well, Rampage was about as stacked as it could be. I think the obviously the best match was the women's street fight. Yeah, there was 3 hours tonight, Aaron. You didn't watch tonight? Quarterly would be cool, like once every 3 months. Yeah, I like AEW's new logo, the new Dynamite theme. I like the whole new presentation. It's nostalgic while also being fresh. and I like that. I like that they didn't just bring back like all the old stuff. You know, like they were influenced by the old stuff, but they gave it a twist. That way, it still stands on its own, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, It's been AEW's on fire, guys. Like I don't know what to tell y'all. People who are still hating on it are obviously not watching. They will never like AEW. People who are hating on it were hating on it in 2021 when they were on fire, so it doesn't even matter. Why waste time on these people? I was thinking about it, guys. Is this the best run of AEW since 2021? Because I certainly think so. Again, I'm not gonna say AEW is, and then I'm not gonna say blank. I'm not gonna say that ever again. I don't want to curse it. But I think this might be. Shinku says it's too early to tell. I'm counting since the start of the new year. I think that's long enough. That's 3 months, in my opinion, of course. But I think 3 months is a good sample size now. Of course, I didn't want to say it in like January because I was like, oh, it's only the year just started. Just let AEW cook. Yeah, true. That's for true. That's for sure, man. And next week, there's no slowing down, man. Will Ospreay is wrestling next week. You know what? It's so crazy. Will Ospreay wrestling feels like a special attraction, man. Like, but the fact that he's wrestling weekly, like that's the thing. Like, if it's crazy that it feels like a special attraction, because it's on weekly TV now. Yeah, I think by Dynasty for sure we'll know for sure. Like, okay, because that'll be 4 months, and it'll be okay. You can't deny it anymore. AEW is. Um, I'm not. I need to find another word that way I don't actually say the thing and curse it. Yeah, AEW is loaded with stories right now. Great stories. It's great to see. My dream card for All In main event: Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title. Co-main event: Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Title. Um, Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada for the Continental Crown. Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. The Young Bucks versus Edge and Christian. I don't know if that'll be possible by August. I don't know if that's too early, but I'm just fantasy booking here. What else? What else? What else? I'm leaving out a lot of big names here. We're gonna have to have like a big multi-man match to include guys like Hangman, Jay White, Darby Allin, um, those guys. I'm assuming we're getting Stadium Stampede again, so that'll be sick. Please don't let Darby. Well, no, I was gonna say please don't let Darby be in that match, but no, it's better than him climbing Mount Everest. That's for sure. Jungle Boy versus Chris Jericho. That would be horrible. Shinku, you booked that match knowing that I would, excuse me, knowing that I would hate it. Oh yeah, we'll probably get MJF versus Adam Cole at All In, for the second year in a row as well. I forgot that All Out will be the next weekend, so they might save some matches for that pay per view too. What's up with Matt Hardy? Hopefully he's leaving AEW. I hope I didn't just curse it. It'll probably be announced tomorrow that he resigned. Just watch. Now that I said that. Mariah May versus Tony Storm. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I forgot Mariah May also should be on the card, considering it's her home country. Okay, I'll answer this question just because it's a topic that will get people talking. Do I think AEW would have been better if Punk was still around, and where would you think he'd fit? Um, no, because he clearly wanted out. His heart wasn't in AEW anymore. Now, had for whatever reason, had everybody sat down and talked it out, then yeah, of course I would have loved for him to stay. But no, like as things were, it was time for for both parties to do their own thing, man. So yeah, here, here already here comes all the all the comments about Punk. But I answered the question because I thought it was an interesting question. Like, nah, I just think it was time. Like, um, Punk wanted out after All Out 2022, and that's just the case. So, it's all right. Do I truly believe AEW is better than WWE? For my taste, yes. I don't think that should be a controversial answer. For my taste, what I like in wrestling, yeah. No, Drew. People are saying that Drew has already re-signed. No, no, he hasn't. Nobody has confirmed it. I mean, but I'm just gonna assume that he has though. Ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, Trank? Me and my dad used to love Yu-Gi-Oh, the OG one. It's time to duel. Seth and Becky will re-sign too. That's a no-brainer. Seth would work for free in WWE if he could. Do I want Drew in AEW? I would love Drew in AEW. He's doing great work. But the last stream I think it was, I found out that a lot of people wouldn't really take him in AEW, and I was pretty surprised by that. But like I said, we we can disagree here and be civil about it. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty crazy, but that's cool. I'll respect your opinion. Sheamus, yeah, I would take him in AEW for sure. I like how every time I stream Roblox, someone in the chat's like, "What is this? y'all, y'all stink." Should AEW pay top dollar for Seth and Becky if given the chance? No. And the reason I say no is because um, um, they don't fit the vision of what AEW is, in my opinion. Someone said Minecraft better than Roblox. Hey, they. Why do you act like two legends can't coexist, man? Why do you act like that? Wait, how do I go back? Oh, y'all are just haters. Imagine Christian Cage and Drew as a tag team. That line would be cold. When will AEW give El Paso a pay per view? Probably never. like like I'm being serious too. I would not expect it. Like El Paso is not a pay per view city, unfortunately. It's okay though. As long as we get like TV. Adizwela, I hope I said your name right, but Adizwela said Roblox is awesome. Yep, based. Let's see what's the chat saying. They gave. I mean, St. Louis is a pretty like major city compared to El Paso. Like, I understand St. Louis getting a pay per view. Um, El Paso getting blood and guts would actually be sick, dude. That'd be pretty cool. I would settle for like a TV special. Well, you know what? When they came last year, it was a TV special. They called it, what did they called it? Championship Wednesday, because I think every title was defended. Well, every major title, the three world titles, men's, women's, and tag team. Tranquilo, do you listen to J Cole? Mostly his older stuff. Yeah. Gunther or Dragonov? If I had to choose between the two, Gunther. Where do you think MJF fits when he returns? Uh, if it's the old MJF, then he still fits in the main event scene, but it's got to be the old MJF. Yeah, today's I agree with Dev Panda here. Today's Dynamite and Rampage was one of the best shows, and they did it without Omega, Moxley, Danielson, MJF. Yeah, that's the show I went to, MJF versus Takeshita, and where MJF cut that promo. Is the Kingdom storyline getting stale? A little bit, can't lie. Adam Cole needs to come back for this story to mean anything. Yo, I didn't diss St. Louis. It wasn't me. I said St. Louis is a pretty major city. So, should Jade Cargill have stayed? No, not if she wanted out. Can't blame people who want out of AEW. Jermaine is just hating on St. Louis. It's not me. It's him. Should Bullet Club Gold go over in the unification? Absolutely, it has to be them. Yep, I agree. Um, Khal- Khalid, not, I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I'm sorry. Declaimed fell off so hard. I feel bad for Bowens, man. I think Bowens in Bullet Club Gold would go pretty hard. The acclaimed have literally done zero with the trios titles. That's the crazy thing. Yo, Kurt Crane, thanks for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you supporting the channel. supporting the streams. We just chill and talk wrestling. That's what's up. Push JY, I agree. But no, yeah, they're you can already tell that they're trying to treat him better. I have faith that they'll do well by Jay White. Jay White should get the international title. I agree. Yeah, the Darby skeleton, that was funny. I like that Jay White said, "I saved your life, Darby." Like now you don't have to climb Mount Everest. That was pretty based because I feel like that's what the entire AEW fan base was thinking too. They're like Jay White just saved Darby Allin's life. So I would imagine they might wrestle each other at All In even, or am I wrong? Yeah, Jay White is a menace, dude. Cena posted Omega. I saw that. That was pretty cool because Omega complimented him. Jay versus AJ versus Finn versus Omega. That's the that's the WWE fan Bullet Club booking. But who would win that? I'd say Omega. Either Omega or Jay, because AJ and Finn are washed sadly. Yeah, no one included David Finley. True, huh? Dang, I didn't appreciate so many of you to stop by. Or I didn't expect is what I meant. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Is what I meant. Can y'all tell that it's late? Finn Balor isn't washed. Just WWE books him terribly. Says Padrino. I think I think Balor is washed, dude, and he has been for a while, if you ask me. But it could just be the WWE booking. Who knows? Browsen says, "Nah, I appreciate you guys." 4 a.m. in Scotland. Daniel, I appreciate you, man. You guys are the goats. You guys are all goats. AEW has been cooking, but there's no collision this Saturday, guys. So no Saturday stream. I fear. I did say the same about Copeland. I can't lie. He did prove me wrong. So maybe it's the same with Balor. We'll see. Windy City Riot predictions. For sure, Naito is retaining. Um, I got to look at the card though. Why no collision? Um, is it basketball this time? Or it was basketball last time too, huh? But that was the NBA. Is the reason Mox isn't on AEW because he's fighting Naito soon? Uh, no, I don't know. I don't know why we haven't seen Moxley in a while. But I hope he's okay. I hope he's just taking a break more than anything, cause damn does he deserve it. Aren't they in CMLL? Oh, is that? I don't think they are yet, right? Who knows? I might be wrong. That Balor Roman match was horrendous. But yeah, guys, since it's a late stream, I'm gonna cut it short. I appreciate you guys stopping by though. Thanks for all the love. And AEW is indeed not gone. Is it okay if I say that, or did I curse it? Did I curse it? Sign tranquilo for AEW writer. Nah. Where's Tony? Dweezy, thanks, man. Take care. You guys. No, I'm not gonna say it. AEW is not gone. That's what I'll say. No, you guys are funny, man. But no, in all seriousness, you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about again next Wednesday with all the great stuff for Dynamite next week. So yeah, you guys have a good night. Peace.